Hello and welcome to today's video where I will be covering the LCK Week 2 Day 2 as well as the LPL Week 2 Day 4. I apologize, my glasses, I didn't realize how dirty my glasses were until I looked into the light and I barely could see the light. So there's some smudges on this board. I dropped the board. So I learned today you don't delete your notes from the games unless you want to re-watch 50 minutes worth of games until you've recorded the video. So there are a couple smudges in the second game because the board fell. Nevertheless, I think I can give you the gist of it like I'm meant to do anyways. Nevertheless, first game, DRX versus T1. So 10th place team against what I believe is the second place team. T1 played like the second place team. Both games, Faker ends up being MVP. It's pretty cut and dry how these games went. So game one, T1 got out to a early lead with a 1v1, a level 1 kill. So DRX was not prepared for the level 1. At 6 minutes, T1 would win a team fight 3-1. So this just started the game rolling for them. DRX would respond, winning a team fight 4-2 for Rift Herald. That was the only bright spot of game 1 for them. Piochik and Kingen had double kills in that fight. So at 10 minutes, T1 were up 6-5, and Faker was 2-0-2 on Tryndamere. So he was playing Tryndamere mid. First time I believe they said Tryndamere's been played mid since 2013 in LCK. And it looked great. I think he went like 8-1 and something crazy like that. T1 would then take an Infernal. They'd eventually get to Cloud Soul. T1 would take a fight at 14 minutes up top, 4-1. Faker would get a triple kill. That's when Faker really became to go online. They take a Chemtech. So at 20 minutes now, they have 2 Drakes. Excuse me, they're up 10-6, 3.5k gold. Faker's 5-0-3. He has a 2.5k gold lead by himself. Morgan has a 1k gold lead. So Morgan got ahead of Kingen. Was that Kingen? Yeah, sorry. Why did I write Morgan? Morgan's in this game. So Kingen had a 1k gold lead in top along with Faker for T1. So it was a Morgan versus Faker game, I guess, and we know who's going to win that. 24 minutes, T1 would take a Baron with a 4-3 team fight win. Zeus had a triple kill on Camille in that fight. Excuse me again. And that just kind of got it rolling. 27 minutes before the Baron even expired. They went down mid, 1-4-0 team fight. Faker with a triple kill. Final score 19-9. Cut and dry. Very quick, easy game to go over. Second game isn't much different. So, T1 ganked bot early. Then they would go mid early also at 11 minutes. Between that, DRX would take a mountain. They were able to push T1 off in a team fight, weaken them enough to get them out of the pit. T1 would decide to take the Rift Herald, which they were fine with. 13 minutes, DRX would win a team fight 2-1. There was a double kill by Zika in mid. That was like their bright spot of the game. There's a couple more, I guess. They were okay through the first 20 minutes. T1 would win a team fight 3-1 for the second Rift Herald. Owner had a double kill. Owner almost became my MVP. He dominated on Viego in the second game, but he wasn't really present in the first game, in my opinion, in terms of a creating kills standpoint on Deanna. So Faker ended up being it because Faker showed up in both games in a big way. So 16 minutes, T1 are up 6-5, 3k gold lead. Owner is 4-1-2 on Viego. DRX would respond with a 2-0 fight in bot, which led to a Hextech Drake. So they were not going to allow a soul in this game to go against them. DRX were up 7-6 at 20 minutes, but T1 had a 4.5k gold lead. Owner and Gumiushi both were ahead big time in their matchups. So, the game was pretty much getting out of hand by this point. 25 minutes. The gold lead had increased to 6.5k and nothing had really happened. T1 were just able to push them away and increase their gold lead. 25 minutes, Owner would steal the Hextech Drake to prevent DRX from going to Soul Point. There was a double kill in there, and they would win the fight 4-1 afterwards. So the game was close at 25 minutes in terms of kills. The slight gold lead, obviously, I mean, a gold lead, significant gold lead, was in T1's favor at the time. 26 minutes, T1 would take the Baron and then end off of that Baron through top lane. Final score 14-8. Like I said, Faker was the MVP. I think Faker might have had the double kill in that Hextech fight. So that's probably why I made note of him showing up in this game, because really, did I even mention him once? No. I believe he did something on the Corki in that fight. So, T1 looks good. T1 looked dominant. And then you had the first ranked team in the LCK against Fred at Brion. Fred at Brion plays slow and steady. They are a playoff team, in my opinion, the way they're playing. I hate the way they play, but the way they play, the way they're playing, they're going to get somewhere. Fred at Brion took the first Drake. Gen G would go to bot lane. By 15 minutes, it was 1-1. Morgan and Ruler were ahead in their roles. Gen G would go to bot again. So Gen G were emphasizing getting Ruler ahead in game 1. Ruler ends up being the MVP. Gen G started this game off, actually, by getting a mountain. It was a little smudged. So they get the mountain. So now it's 1-1 in Drakes through 16 minutes. Gen G has went bot lane twice. Fred at Brion takes the Infernal, so now it's 2-2 in Drakes. And if you see, there's a lot of red here. The teams were going back and forth for Drakes all game long. But by 20 minutes, Gen G were only up 1k gold, but Ruler was the person that was ahead. Ruler had, like, I think they said, like, a 2.5k gold lead over everybody else in the whole entire game by this point. So, I mean, it goes without saying how crazy that is. Sorry if you hear that bell in the background. It's my cat. 24 minutes. Fred at Brion would go to Soul Point, 1-1. So there was a little team fight there. Gen G wanted to contest it, and Fred at Brion came out on top. A couple minutes later, Gen G would win a team fight 2-0 to be able to take the Baron, which ended up becoming useless. Fred at Brion were able to push them back when they were making a push to end, which eliminated the Baron, made it the power play, I believe, negative even. Gen G would take an Infernal, and then after that, Ruler was 4-1, leading Gen G. 34 minutes, Gen G would go to Soul Point and win a team fight 4-2 to do so. Chovy had a double kill in that fight. 36 minutes, they would then take the Baron at a 5k gold lead and then just end it through bot 2-0. And their gold lead was 10k at the time. All right, we're back. I had to let the cat out, so now there won't be a bell for the rest of this video. Game 2. Game 2 was 14-8. Gen G opened up the game early, getting a Drake again. They would eventually go to Soul. So Gen G would outplay a 3v3 in top lane to get ahead, and not only do that in the early game, but also their bot 2v2 won a outright team fight between the two. I mean, were able to take out the AD carry. So in doing so, they were able to get up big. Hannah ended up, falling on his sword. So by that point, Gen G started getting rolling in game 2. I mean, at 13 minutes, they split kills in bot lane again. Gen G would take the mountain, but by 15 minutes, Gen G are up 4-2. They have a 3.5k gold lead, and Ruler once again is 2-0-0. So Ruler is hard carrying another game. It's kind of, I mean, you could go back through history and say, how often has Faker and Ruler been MVPs of series? And, it's probably happened dozens, if not, 100 times. So, 16 minutes, Fred at Brion win a fight 3-1 for the Rift Herald. That was a bright spot for them. Lava had a double kill on Rise. Bro would then turn that into a Hextech Drake, which Gen G responded, winning a team fight afterwards. Bro would then get up in gold at that point afterwards. But Gen G were like, fine, you can go do that. You can go top lane and create some havoc. We're going to go take another Drake. So Gen G were emphasizing the Drakes in this second game. And by getting to Hextech Soul Point, but before 29 minutes, I mean, they were just cruising after that. Because 29 minutes, the game was pretty close. It was 8-7 in favor of Fred at Breon. Gen G had a 2K gold lead, so really the game was, just a little bit Gen G favorite, I guess, but it could be anybody's game, except for the fact that Gen G was at Soul Point, which was huge. 30 minutes, the fight for the Soul. Gen G won 2-0, but were able to get 2 members of Bro out of there, and in doing so, they took the Soul. They turned that into a Baron, and then that Baron ended the game with a 5-0 ace. Doran had a double kill on Graves. That game was closer than that one, probably the closest game of the day, even though the score is the same as this one. This one was out of hand early with owner, so hopefully I didn't really miss much. I don't think I did. I gave the gist of what happened. The smudges suck. Thank you for watching this half of the video. Now on to the LPL. All right, welcome back. We got the LPL now. So, first game was between Rare Atom and Victory 5, my 12th and 11th ranked teams. Victory 5 kind of is an enigma to me at the moment because they only had 1 series played, and I undervalued them to start because they had Carson rookie. And they won this best of 3. So, Victory 5 would sub in Rich in top lane for this series, and it gave them mixed results. I really didn't think he did much to win or lose the games for them. Victory 5 would start by trying to get Rookie ahead, going mid. Rare Atom would respond by trying to get their bot lane ahead. In doing so, everyone reset. Victory 5 took the Ocean. There were quite a few Drakes taken in this first game, which ended up giving somebody a soul. There were an exchange of kills after that. Victory 5 took those 2-1. 15 minutes. Both teams had a Drake. Victory 5 was up. Actually, no. At 16 minutes, Victory 5 won a team fight 2-1 for Rift Herald. The teams then exchanged Drakes over the next several minutes where there wasn't much fighting outside of that. 24 minutes, they took a Baron. The things started coming at rapid fire, so I didn't really make a timestamp of how the game was going at that point. The next timestamp was at 25 minutes. So at 24 minutes, Rare Atom would take the Baron after getting a kill. They took that Baron and went from a 2.5k gold lead to 5.5. So by that point now at 25 minutes, Victory 5 were up 6-4. Fodic was 3-0. Rookie was 3-0-3 for Victory 5, but both teams had 2 Drakes. Rare Atom had the gold lead. 26 minutes, Rare Atom would win a team fight 2-0 in mid, which led to going to Mountain Soul Point. 31 minutes, Rare Atom would then take a Baron because Leon had a double kill. And then also afterwards, there was a fight which they won. So all of this allowed them to be able to really just push and take towers and destroy the Rift and had a 10k gold lead. Also with their Baron, they were able to take a Mountain Soul. So at 36 minutes, Rare Atom ended through top with a 3-2 team fight win. That was their bright spot of the day. That was their win. The next 2 games obviously didn't go as well for them, and they were a lot very different. The second game especially, it was 24-16. It was a high killing game. So game 2, Victory 5 goes up 2-1 in bot lane to start. Rare Atom says, "Whoa, wait a minute." If you think about it, in game 1, Rare Atom said, "We are getting our bot lane ahead." In game 2, they said, "We are going to make sure you're ahead." So only a minute later, after Victory 5 addressed bot lane and go up 2-1, Rare Atom go down there and get 3 kills to 2. Aki got all 3 kills in that fight. No, Leon got all 3 kills. Aki did that in here. Aki did that in here. So Leon had all 3 kills. So just same thing happened in this series. So Leon had a triple kill in that exchange. Rookie had a double kill. By that point, things were getting chaotic in the bot lane. It's only 4 minutes in. Rare Atom take the Ocean when everyone resets. Victory 5 take the Rift Herald after getting a pick. So at 10 minutes, it's already 5-5. And Leon is 4-1 on Viego. So Viego was a big pick today, not only in the LCK, but also in the LPL, making a very big difference in the games that he was played in. Once he got ahead, it was hard to stop him. Rare Atom would then take a Chemtech Drake. Then also win a team fight 3-0. Leon had another double kill. And by 15 minutes now, Rare Atom were up 9-5. had a 2K gold lead, and Lan was 6-1-2. So like I said, he was just going and going and going. However, in the end, they end up losing 24-16. So Victory 5 would win a team fight afterwards in mid lane, which led to some power for them and some priority to be able to get the Hextech Drake and prevent Soul Point for Rare Adam. Rare Adam would then win a team, would create some havoc and get some kills themselves. At 21 minutes, there was a 3-3 fight in mid, in which case Rookie had a double kill, and this is where things started getting out of hand because for Rare Adam, the game was lost. Started to slowly lose the game. Rookie's double kill allowed him to come online, and the rest of the way he just was a dominant factor in their fights. Victory 5 would win a team fight 5-1 that was very extended at 22 minutes. It probably lasted like 2 or 3 minutes because some people would die, they would respawn, and they would die again. Like, not everybody died in these fights, but some people died multiple times, and the skirmishing never really ended. No one ever went back to lane or reset, which then ended up leading to them taking a Hextech Drake, so now it's 2-2. So at 25 minutes, Victory 5 were now up 16-14, and Rookie was 7-2-7, and they had a 4.5K gold lead. So like I said, Rookie started coming online. In that 5-1 fight, he had a couple kills. He had a couple kills before that. Victor was really going. They then turned that into a Baron and turned that Baron into an advantage. They did not waste it. And also went to Soul Point, getting a pick play after the Baron dissipated. The final fight, Victory 5 won 4-0. Rookie had a double kill. Sorry about that. This is a jump cut as hell video. Game 3, much more cut and dry, 19-7. Victory 5 would win a team fight 2-0 in mid. Rookie had a double kill right away. Starting the game off early with on his Victor again. You know, with the Victor, he was dominant once again. So he resets. Rare Adam takes the mountain. Rare Adam would actually go to Soul Point in this game. At 12 minutes, Leanne would get a double kill. And iBoy would snipe Rookie from across the rift, so they ended up going to mid lane. Rookie tried to reset, and iBoy on Jinx was able to hit him with a rocket from bot lane. 15 minutes, Victory 5 would take Ocean Drake. Rare Adam would respond to them, winning a team fight afterwards. However, Victory 5 would then start getting kills and pick plays of their own over the next few minutes as the early game went to the mid game. 20 minutes, Rare Adam would take the Cloud. Victory 5 were waiting for them, winning a team fight 3-0 afterwards. Rookie with a triple kill, which then turned right into a Baron a minute later, and that really is when the game went to Victory 5 because they were able to turn that Baron into a 5K power play. Rare Adam would go to Soul Point. However, Victory 5 would win a team fight afterwards again, 3-1. At 29 minutes, Victory 5 would then take the Baron after a 4-1 team fight win, where Rookie and Photic both had double kills, and then they were able to end the game at 30 minutes in doing so with the Baron power play. So Rookie's the MVP. His Victor was disgusting in Game 2 and Game 3. Really just hard carried them. He was not going to be denied in this series. Rare Adam looked okay at moments, and other moments they did not. I think addressing the bot lane was probably the wrong play. They probably should have ensured that Rookie wasn't going to get crazy on the Victor, probably put him behind early, would have been a better plan. And also utilize Leanne better in Game 2 with his Viego. Nevertheless, I imagine Victory 5 obviously is going to go up in my rankings, not only because they're 2-0, but because they're probably going to be a playoff team, so probably should be my top 8. Where Rare Adam look like they won't be. Game 2 was a lot more interesting. We had OMG versus BLG, so these two teams, top 5 in my rankings. OMG are the hot team. I'm really enjoying their play, where BLG is the super team that everyone's hyped up about. So OMG came out on top in the first game and went top. The game was very slow to start. It took till 11 minutes before OMG would go top lane and do something. So they create havoc in top lane. BLG say, fine, we take the Cloud. OMG, however, have 2K gold at 15 minutes, so they are out farming BLG in their matchups. At 16 minutes, OMG would win a team fight 4-1, where Cream had a double kill for Rift Herald, so they were able to push their lead because by 20 minutes, now OMG were up 4K gold that Rift Herald utilized properly. OMG would then take a Hextech Drake. BLG would win a team fight 3-2 afterwards, Fofo with a double kill. After the reset, OMG would take a team fight where they would take the Baron after a team fight that went 2-2, which pushed to a 5K gold lead. OMG were able to weaken BLG enough to get them away from the pit and take it for themselves. So this allowed them to push their gold lead to 6.5K after it was done. The game was 9-9 at the time. Cream was carrying 2-0-6 on Corky. Cream had moments again where he looked very good, a top 5 mid laner in the LPL. 28 minutes, OMG would win 4-2. Aki with the triple kill, that's what I'm talking about. He had a triple kill at that time on Talon. There were moments actually in this series where he looked disgusting. Really, truly disgusting on his champions. Like it was really nice to see for him. And going forward, I'd like to see if he can do it again and maybe be able to finish the series with a win instead of a loss. Excuse me. So they take a Hextech after that. So there weren't many Drakes taken in this game, despite it going 32 minutes long. OMG win a team fight 3-0 at 31 minutes, take the Baron and the game. I mean, that Baron, second Baron of the game, pushed them to 10K gold lead. The game got a little sloppy at the end where OMG were able to expose the Nexus. Didn't know if they wanted to reset. Were picking off one guy, backing off, picking up another guy, backing off. Finally ended the game 21-14. But that was OMG's only win. Game 2 was a little more controlled, much closer. So BLG come out firing right away. A 2-0 in bot lane. Doggo had a double kill in the 2v2. And once he got ahead, there was no stopping him. This is where it was. I thought Aki's triple kill there is what I thought of. Aki had another triple kill. I had forgotten that first one had happened. This is what I'm talking about. So, BLG get ahead in top lane early. Very similar to Game 2, how Victory 5 got out early. And Rare Adam were like, absolutely not. We are going to ensure that this does not happen. OMG did the same crap. So they went down to bot lane and said, no way, BLG, you're not going to get ahead. Unfortunately, all 3 kills went on Aki. So at this point, the Xin Zhao has 3 kills and your bot lane does not. Now it's behind Doggo anyways. Afterwards, they take the Chemtech Drake. BLG would then go top lane and try and address the top lane situation. OMGs took the next 2 Drakes after that. 18 minutes. The first significant team fight, OMG won 3-2 in River. So at 21 minutes, it was 7-7. BLG was barely up in gold. Aki was 4-1-2. So really, I mean, it was 7-7, and I didn't note a lot of fights happening because really there weren't many significant fights outside of those 2 plays in bot and the 1 play in the River. Otherwise, there were pick plays in top lane by both teams just trying to like create advantages for the Rift Herald priority and things like that. At 24 minutes, BLG would take the Baron after a 3-1 team fight win, 4.5K gold lead, and Doggo was so strong after that. He just had he had a 3-piece at 27 minutes and ended the game. They had a 5-0 ace, and he was the big reason why. So letting him get ahead, that Aki's triple kill, like sure, like I said, I would like him to continue to perform very well. That's a good thing they perform very well, but nevertheless. Those kills needed to go on the AD carry because they could not match Doggo in the late game for anything. Game 3, a complete blowout, 34-9. I don't know what the hell BLG was doing at the end besides just racking up their KDAs. So, at 5 minutes, there's chaos in the top lane. BLG come out on top. They then turn that into a Chemtech Drake. They get a 2v2 kill. OMG go top to try and do something. So there's a lot happening in the first 10 minutes. Very different of Game 1, the opposite of Game 1 where nothing happened in the first 10 minutes. Doggo would get another kill in the bot lane. So by 10 minutes, twice now, There have been kills by BLG's pair of players down there, similar to Game 2. Doggo got ahead. Weiwei ends up being MVP because he was absolutely, he was the Viego, the best Viego of the day goes to Weiwei, and I think he was 10-0-10 at one point in this game. So BLG then take the mountain. Eventually, BLG would get the soul before this game is done. By 15 minutes, they're already up 2.5k gold. As I typed that, they had a team fight that went 4-0. Weiwei had a triple kill for the Rift Herald, and that's when he started coming online. OMG were able to try and take one Drake to try and push off the soul. It didn't matter in the end. 17 minutes, BLG would get another ace. Breathe with a triple kill. 20 minutes. At 20 minutes, BLG are up 15-3. I haven't seen that lopsided of a score yet this year, I don't think. Nothing really crosses my mind. This game was an absolute beatdown. I really don't know what OMG's deal was in Game 3. They came out completely flat. There was no read on this game whatsoever by them. As I was typing that, because BLG were just killing them so much, they won a team fight 3-2 in mid. They then used that to go to Soul Point. They then took the Baron. 3-1 team fight win to get it. Push their gold lead to 10k. After they took that Baron, Weiwei had a quadra kill. That was just how the game went. Weiwei was disgusting. If you want to see those plays, that was at 24 minutes. BLG then took the Soul during their Baron. It took a 2-0 team fight win to do that. At least OMG tried to contest it. I give them that. However, at 31 minutes, it was a 5-0 ace to end. It was 34-9. It was absolutely just... They really kicked their ass in that game. So, OMG, maybe they're probably not, shouldn't be the second place team. But, honestly, right now, the only team that looks good is EDG. LNG looked good yesterday, but before that, they looked pretty bad. Weibo looks bad. JDG looks awful. Top looks like coin flip out of nowhere. RNG doesn't look that great. FPX is okay. We'll see how FPX does this week. But, some of this stuff is just, these teams are not, I guess someone said you can't really, take these teams seriously before Chinese New Year's. So we'll see how they do after that. But right now, it is chaos. And we'll see how BLG does because, this game was a tie at 21 minutes. Really, OMG could have won this 2-0. Came close. But after they threw this game, they just didn't show up for Game 3. So, thank you for watching. If you like this content, like and subscribe. Comment if you have any constructive criticism. I do these every day for all 4 major regions. So tomorrow there will be 2 videos. One for the Eastern games and one for the Western games.